Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Do you want to just say who you are so that we can tell everybody who we are? So I'm Tracy from All Wales People First. Michael, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Michael, and I'm one of the Engaged to Change ambassadors.
And George?
I'm George, and also one of the Engaged to Change ambassadors.
With your lovely cat in the background.
Yeah.
And Jonathan?
I am Jonathan Transer, and I'm also one of the ambassadors for the project of Engaged to Change.
And Geraint?
Lovely, Geraint.
Hi Tracy, my name is Geraint Jones-Griffiths and I am the lead ambassador for Engaged to Change.
Excellent. So we're going to talk today a bit about your journey with Engaged to Change. Let's start with how you first found out about the project. Jonathan, how did you find out?
I found out about the project when a guy was helping me find a job, because they also did job searching as well and whatnot. And then they said, "Oh, you can go on to some key skills to like help get some key skills and confidence boosting and whatnot." And then that's how I found out about the Engage to Change course. And then it went on from there, really.
Okay.
And then I became the project ambassador then.
How about you, Michael? You had a slightly different journey, didn't you?
So I came into contact with the Engage to Change project through working for Mencap Cymru. And basically I came into contact with Mencap through high school, and I attended activities with one of the youth club projects that organisation organised. And I did a bit of volunteering for Mencap. And then when I stepped up from volunteering to paid employment with Mencap, they brought me into contact with Engaged to Change. So I had job coaching to work for Mencap, and that was how I came into contact with Engaged to Change.
Excellent. Thanks, Michael. How about you, George? Your journey was different as well, wasn't it?
Oh, go on.
How did you find out about the project?
I found out Engaged to Change through Project Search, which I found out about Project Search through one of my college teachers.
So Project Search is one of the ways that Engaged to Change is working with young people. It's an internship, isn't it, George?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 internships all over 10 weeks, I think.
Mm-hmm. And where was your internship?
My 3 internships, the first one I did, it was in the Heath Hospital, one of the buildings on the side. The second was in the second floor of Derry House, admin. And the third one was in the Cardiff Business School.
Okay, so all within Cardiff University area.
Yeah.
And how about you, Geraint?
So, years before Engaged to Change, I was on a transitioning project called With Opportunities, which was at the time aimed to help young people aged between the ages of 14 to 19. To help with work experience, travel training, and basically transitioning from comprehensive to college. And then when the project finished, I then got asked what I do, what I went to college in between, and then during college. So we've Richard, who was at the time on With Opportunities, is now Engaged Change Leads partner, Lindisfarne Wales. She's the chief executive for Lindisfarne Wales, and she asked me would I volunteer for them in the summer. So I said, yeah, no problem. So I did that for a good few years, over each summer period. And then I was about to start an administration diploma course, level 3 in college. and she asked for the position of the project administration role with Learning Disability Wales. So instantly I said yes, and then I then left Learning Disability Wales then to go for this role, which would just be in the lead ambassador, and the rest really is history.
Excellent. And we're glad to have you, Garrett.
Yes.
So you all met the project through different ways. So some of you through your current volunteering, some of you were already in a job search, some of you were at college and got into project search, into the internship. So, excuse me a second. So when you found out about the project and then you all filled in some sort of referral form, was that right?
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Oh,
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
you, Jonathan, did you fill in a form as well to tell the project about yourself?
I did fill in a form, and then I sent it back, and they were so impressed that within a week and a half, I ended up getting a phone call from the lovely Geraint saying that can you come for an interview?
Okay, so that was for the ambassador role.
Yes.
And George, your college approached you and talked to you about project search.
yeah.
And then who did you meet? Who was the first person you met from project search and Engaged to Change project?
From project search, it was Lily Bayer and Kerry Ince, and we've Engaged to Change. There was like 5 people. I know Geraint and Joe were 2 of them. The other 3, I can't remember the names, unfortunately.
So Lily Bayer worked for, I think she's left now, but worked for the South Wales employment partner, Elite. So at the time, but she was working within Project Search. Okay. And who was the first person you met from Engaged to Change, Michael?
Vicky and Alexandra and Sarah Johnson were the first people I met from Engaged to Change.
And they were your job coaches for your role at MenCap?
Yes. Yes.
How about you, Jonathan? Who was the first person you met when you joined up to the Engaged to Change project?
First person I met would have been Angela, that ended up doing the training. And then she ended up doing all the different training courses and this, that, and the other. That's the first person I met.
And Geraint, did you have a job coach when you were at Learn Disability Wales?
Yeah, I had, like Michael, I also had Vicky Alexandra, I think it was. And then she then left Elite, and then Sarah Johnson then, who's one of the managers with Elite, she then became my job coach. I'm still in close contact with her, but more from a manager's perspective. But as job coach now, I now have Sian Blowers.
Okay.
So she's my job coach now. So ever since...
Sorry, Geraint.
Okay. So ever since the get-go, I've always had a job coach from the beginning. Obviously, because I'm becoming more independent with my role and I know more what I'm doing. I don't have that so much support now from Elite, but they are there if I need them.
Okay. How long did it take from when you first heard about the project to when you started your job search or working in a job?
Oh, sure. More or less instantly, because when Zoe asked me to apply for the job for administration, sorry, at the time, probably not administrator, I was more or less interested, and then somehow they told me that I'll be starting, and I was already on their book somehow. So instead of the process being between 6 to 10 weeks, it was more or less like a week.
Okay, so very quick.
Yeah,
and it was quite quick for you as well, Michael, because you were already in a volunteer role. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, Jonathan? How quick did it go from finding out about the project to actually doing work placements and your first placement? Which was it B&M, your first placement?
That was my first role, yeah. That was, it did take a bit of time to find a job. because it was taking some form of time. It took about 3 months for me to actually find an actual placement.
Okay.
And then I was then with B&M for a year, and then as Geraint said, he said that he became more independent, and he said that that they were still there if he needed the support. And it's like the same with me, because I became more independent. Agoriad were there in the background for me, just in case if I did need help. And then I've moved on from there really, and now I work for Tesco's.
One of our frontline workers during lockdown.
Oh, it has been mad. It really has been mad. But we keep feeding the nation, so there we go.
Excellent, thank you, Jonathan. And George, you did a whole year at Project Search, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you continued to be involved with the Engage to Change project in terms of job search as well as your role as ambassador?
Well, with job searching, I've done that on my own,
Okay.
and through Elite, they managed to set up. They managed to set up a role for me in the Velindre Hospital in Whitchurch for 17 weeks.
Fantastic.
When this coronavirus does eventually end, because I can't come into contact with people.
That is fabulous news. Well done, George. That's brilliant. Okay, so overall, what do you feel about the job coaching process? Have you found it useful to have job coaches?
Yeah, for people who need help with job searching, yeah.
Excellent. How about you, Jonathan? How did you find the job coaches?
I agree with George. It was like I was struggling of where to find my feet and like where to kind of go and whatnot, and it's like then they then got me on the right track and got me going really.
Okay. And you, Michael?
Yes. So it's helped coming into contact with the Engaged project has helped me to develop more career opportunities, and it's helped me build confidence and gain new experiences.
Yeah, excellent, thank you. And overall, what are your thoughts about Engage to Change? Geraint, what are your thoughts about Engage to Change overall?
If it wasn't for the project, I would still probably be in college. Then I would still probably be the job centre looking for work. Probably still in universal credit. I'm not going down that road. So yeah, I probably wouldn't be in work. And yeah, it would be pretty rubbish really if it wasn't with the project. But I'm so glad that the project is there to help young people with learning disabilities and autism. If they are looking for work or if they need help finding work.
Okay. Anybody else got any closing thoughts on the project? No? Okay. Thank you all for joining us.
To be honest,
I'm Sorry, Jonathan, can you say that again?
Yeah, sorry, I thought the line kind of ditched a moment then. No, I was going to reply to Geraint, exactly what Geraint said. I would have been in the exact same situation as him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you all. That's really reassuring to know that our ambassadors are still very keen on the project and promoting it. And I'm going to stop recording.
Yeah.